Hello and welcome to this edition of Express News, the top 100 stories making headlines across India and the world. I'm Rukma. Let's begin. As India and the world prepare to celebrate Guru Nanak Dev's 550th Prakash Parv with Kartarpur Corridor inauguration, Ministry of External Affairs has asked pilgrims to carry valid passports with them, says it expects Pakistan to abide by the MOU signed between the two countries on this. MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar says Pakistan had repeatedly assured India that they will not allow any anti-India elements and propaganda during the pilgrimage. India has also demanded to remove objectionable video and printed material which is being circulated. Ravish Kumar says India has lodged strong protests with Pakistan over Pakistan government's official video on Kartarpur Corridor in which Khalistani separatist has been featured. Principal Secretary to Prime Minister Dr. P.K. Mishra held high-level meeting today with states of Odisha, West Bengal and Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands to review preparedness to deal with situation in view of cyclonic storm Bulbul. Principal Secretary to PM advises them to take all possible measures to ensure there is no human casualty and loss to property is minimized. Also assure states of all necessary central assistance required in the developing situation. Director General of NDRF informs that their teams are fully prepared with all required equipment, says we are deploying National Disaster Response Force teams in both Odisha and West Bengal. Indian Coast Guard is also on alert, advising fishermen and merchant ships not to venture into the sea. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated two-day Global Investors Meet, Rising Himachal Global Awareness Meet Global Investors Meet at Dharamshala in Himachal Pradesh. A summit is being organized by Himachal Pradesh government to attract investment and create employment opportunities in the state. Over 200 foreign delegates along with local entrepreneurs will attend Global Investors Meet. Ambassadors from 16 countries also participating in the meet. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister says that a healthy competition can be seen among states and this competition will help industries grow better at the global level. Prime Minister says well-equipped ecosystem is integral for any investor today. Prime Minister also says journey of India's growth is dependent on four wheels, says India has performed better in spite of economic slowdown at the global level. Prime Minister mentions key initiatives announced by the government, says that as a result of those initiatives, India has improved its ease of doing business ranking. Prime Minister takes tour of exhibition depicting various aspects of Himachal tourism, natural beauty and state's rich cultural extravaganza, including handicrafts. Besides, the exhibition also displayed various initiatives launched by the state government to boost investment. Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Jairam Thakur, says we will soon create Investment Promotion Authority in the state. Addressing the gathering, CM informs Rising Himachal witness MOUs worth more than 92,000 crores. Investors who attended the meet in Himachal Pradesh expressed keen interest to be a part of India's growth story. UAE Ambassador to India Dr. Ahmed Al-Banna says India and UAE trade ties have grown strong over the years and will be expanded further in the coming days. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Brazil from November 13 to 14 to attend annual summit of BRICS, grouping of 5 countries, the External Affairs Ministry said. BRICS comprises Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. In Maharashtra, suspense over government formation in the state still continues. Union Minister and senior BJP leader Nitin Gadkari today said government in Maharashtra should be formed under the leadership of Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Added there will be a decision soon on government formation in the state. Also says party is in talks with Shiv Sena for government formation. In another development in Maharashtra, Bharatiya Janata Party delegation comprising Girish Mahajan, Chandrakant Patil, Sudhir Mangantiwar and Ashish Shelar meet Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari in Mumbai. Maharashtra Revenue Minister and senior BJP leader Chandrakant Patil says BJP's top leadership will decide strategy in forming the government in the state. Shiv Sena leader Sanjay Raut today claims that party has the support of required number of MLAs to form government in Maharashtra. However, clarifies he will not reveal details now, but his party would prove majority on the floor of the House. Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman chairs Financial Stability and Development Council meeting in New Delhi. Union Minister calls meeting to review state of the economy. FSDC is the apex body of sectoral regulators headed by the Finance Minister. Ahead of verdict in Ayodhya case, all security arrangements in place to ensure peaceful atmosphere. Peace meetings also being held to maintain communal harmony and brotherhood. People have been advised to avoid making any statement or indulge in any activity that could vitiate the peaceful atmosphere in the country. Top court likely to deliver verdict on Ayodhya issue before Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi retires on November 17th. Union HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank and Food Processing Industries Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal today launched National Book Trust 3 prestigious books on Guru Nanak Dev. The books, namely Guru Nanak Bani and Sakhya Guru Nanak Dev, were launched to commemorate the 550th year of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The books were launched to spread the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's writings among readers of the Indian subcontinent. Speaking on the occasion, Food Processing Industries Minister Harsimrat Kaur said that these books have been launched in 5 regional languages. However, they may be released in other Indian languages too. She also said that Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings are relevant today. HRD Minister said that the government will run a campaign to spread the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji across the country. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu inaugurates 3-day-long 10th Asian Conference on Emergency Medicine at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. While addressing the occasion, he said India has made remarkable progress in the field of research and implementation of emergency medicine in both rural and urban areas. Citing the need for a healthy lifestyle, the Vice President called for harmonious living with nature, advised doctors to make patients aware about natural care and preventive measures. To boost export of organic products, government plans to extend existing certification to textile, cosmetics and Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy products, Agri-Export Promotion Body APEDA Chairman said today. Delhi's air quality improved from very poor category to poor category this morning, giving some respite to people grappling with severe pollution. The air quality index was recorded at 214 this morning. The AQI record in Gurgaon was 168, Noida 247, and Ghaziabad 294. Meanwhile, the capital received light rainfall today. Thousands of tourists from Delhi and neighbouring states have made a beeline for Manali to breathe in fresh air under a crystal clear sky. A tiger died today trapped between rocks and as it fell into a river in Maharashtra. An operation to rescue it was underway for 24 hours. The Shivling at the Tarkeshwar Mahadev temple in Varanasi is covered with a mask to save Bhole Baba from the poisonous air of the city. As devotees, if he is safe, he will remain safe. A young couple of Kannada teachers have entered the exclusive world records, which aim to create an alternative to the existing system of education through different art forms. Equity benchmark BSE Sensex rose 184 points to scale a fresh closing peak of 40,654, tracking gains in metal, energy and banking stocks as positive domestic and global cues enthused investors. The broader NSE Nifty ended with a gain of 46 points or 0.38% at 12,012.05. Gold prices rose by 70 rupees to 38,930 rupees per 10 grams in the national capital on rupee depreciation, according to HDFC Securities. Tracking the rise in gold, silver prices also moved up by rupees 230 to rupees 46,510 per kg from 46,280 rupees per kg. Indian rupee appreciated 5 paise to 70.92 against the US dollar intraday. Brent crude futures, the global oil benchmark rose 1.38% to $62.59 per barrel. Tamil Nadu Deputy Chief Minister O. Selvam to embark on a 10-day official tour of the US from Friday to attend various engagements. Employee unions at Air India decide to oppose privatization of the airline as there is still no clarity on various issues including payment of salary, arrears or pension. Regulator SEBI asked mutual fund houses to inform valuation agencies and credit rating agencies immediately about any changes in terms of investments. Assam Minister Chandra Mohan Patwari has urged a business delegation of the Southeast Asian country to moot a strong partnership with Malaysia to invest in sectors like tea, hydrocarbons and infrastructure. In the United States, quite optimistic that they will ink a trade deal before the end of this year. Next week, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal to visit the US to hold discussions over the trade deal. China successfully issues 4 billion euro denominated sovereign bonds in Paris. The bonds were issued by the Chinese Ministry of Finance. According to the MOF, the 4 billion euro denominated sovereign bonds consist of 2 billion euros in 7-year bonds, 1 billion in 12-year bonds and 1 billion in 20-year bonds. Aiming at supercharging India's green finance sector, City of London Corporation unveiled series of recommendations including reducing structural barriers to investment. US congressional Democrats announced the first public hearings next week in an inquiry that may seek to remove President Donald Trump from office. 3 State Department officials will testify first. Senate Republicans have so far shown little appetite for removing the president. House committees leading the impeachment probe of Republican President Donald Trump released a transcript of the deposition of Ambassador William Taylor, the top US diplomat in Ukraine, considered some of the most damaging to the Trump administration to date. Along with attending the closing ceremony of China-France Economic Forum, Chinese President Xi Jinping holds talks with his French counterpart Emmanuel Macron in Beijing. Discusses on firmly safeguarding multilateralism and free trade as well as building an open world economy. Taiwan's foreign minister says Beijing could resort to military conflict with self-ruled Taiwan to divert domestic pressure if a slowdown in the world's second largest economy amid trade war threatens the legitimacy of the Chinese Communist Party. Bolivian protest leader Camacho, who has become a symbol of opposition to President Evo Morales, has arrived in the nation's capital with a plan to march to the presidential palace to deliver a pre-written letter of resignation for Morales to sign. Security stepped up in restive Mexican region where the massacre of 9 American women and children has rocked Mexico and the United States. Officials say the 9 could have been victims of mistaken identity given the high number of violent confrontations amongst warring drug gangs. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson holds rally in Birmingham, casting the upcoming election as the most important in a generation. Pledges that if re-elected, he would begin passing his Brexit deal through Parliament straight away. US Defense Secretary Mark Esper welcomes his Qatari counterpart to Pentagon. Qatari Minister of State for Defense praises Qatar's 360-degree relationship with the US, citing partnership on issues such as education, healthcare and commerce. Protesters clashed with police on the streets of Santiago yet again, with tensions sparked by increase in the price of metro fares remain high. Chile's President Piñera rejected the notion of resigning despite intense anti-government protests that are roiling the country. Chilean President Sebastián Piñera promises to ensure police and soldiers found guilty of rights violations were prosecuted with the same force as rioters and looters during nearly 3 weeks of violent protests. Head of UN agency that aids Palestinian refugees resigns amid investigation into misconduct allegations. Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte informs steel giant ArcelorMittal wants to cut 5,000 jobs in Italy because of low production levels at its Taranto plant, denouncing the plan as unacceptable. In Netherlands, a pilot accidentally sets off a hijack alarm on a plane at Amsterdam's Schiphol airport on Wednesday. triggering a huge security operation by Dutch police. The airline apologized for the incident on board its flight from the Dutch capital to Madrid. Attack on convoy transporting local employees of Canadian mining company Simafo in Burkina Faso leaves 37 dead and 60 wounded. The convoy was comprised of 5 buses transporting national employees, contractors and suppliers of the Mining Exploration Society in Western Africa. Aid workers in South Sudan warn of humanitarian crisis after heavy rains and rising floodwaters destroy homes and livestock. The country declared a national emergency last week after floods forced 420,000 people from their homes. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison says Australia will offer farmers hurt by drought up to $688.10 million in cheap loans as the government seeks to curb rising discontent from rural voters. A few hundred women protesters lit candles while marching to the government headquarters in the Lebanese capital, demanding the whole government resign following Saad al-Hariri, who resigned as prime minister last week. Positive meetings with leading politician Gebran Bassil. Around 200 people protested outside a community center in the north of Barcelona as far-right party Vox organized a campaign rally. The far-right party won its first parliamentary seats in April and now hope to become the third biggest party. Delegations from Egypt, Ethiopia and Sudan met in Washington, D.C. to try to break the deadlock in negotiations over a giant hydropower dam on Ethiopia's Blue Nile. 2 former employees of Twitter and a third man from Saudi Arabia face U.S. charges of spying for the kingdom by digging up private user data and giving it to Saudi officials in exchange for payment. California revealed for the first time an 18-month investigation to Facebook Inc.'s privacy practices and accused the social media giant of hampering the probe by failing to turn over emails from chief executive Mark Zuckerberg. New Zealand police say 2 men died following a climbing accident in the Remarkables mountain range near the popular tourist city of Queenstown. The pair were climbing an area known as the Grand Traverse when they fell. BCCI releases logo of India's first day-night test match. The game starting on November 22nd will be the first day-night test for both teams and second of the series. Juventus defeat Lokomotiv Moscow 2-1. In the UEFA Champions League match, Aaron Ramsey hands Juve an early lead after Guilherme spills Cristiano Ronaldo's free kick before Alex Miranchuk equalizes. Substitute Douglas Costa strikes the decisive blow with a cool finish as the visitors rally late on. Real Madrid's teenage forward Rodrigo scores a blistering hat-trick as his side pummels Galatasaray 6-0 at home on Wednesday to take a giant step towards qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages. Bayern Munich makes it to the Champions League final 16 after defeating Olympiacos with the help of Robert Lewandowski's superb performance. Lewandowski scores in the 69th minute while Ivan Perisic scores in the 89th minute to extend the lead to 2-0. Paris Saint-Germain qualify for Champions League Final 16. PSG beat Club Brugge 1-0. Mauro Icardi scores the only goal for the French champions. Walker replaces substitute goalkeeper Claudio Bravo, who is sent off for a sliding tackle on Joseph Illicet outside the box, having replaced first-choice keeper Ederson at half-time. Tottenham Hotspur close in on a berth in Champions League knockout stage after 2 goals from Son Heung-min and 1 each by Giovanni Lo Celso and Christian Eriksen gave them a resounding 4-0 Group B win at Red Star Belgrade. Twin half-centuries from openers Smriti Mandhana and Jemima Rodriguez helped India women register easy 6-wicket win over West Indies in third ODI, thereby sealing the 3-match series 2-1. Star batswoman Smriti Mandhana becomes second fastest Indian to score 2,000 runs in one-day internationals, adding yet another feather to her cap. South Sudan's women's football team set to play first international soccer match during this year's Council for East and Central Africa Football Association's Women's Challenge Cup in Tanzania. Late Maximiliano Barrero penalty proves to be a difference as Northeast United FC defeat Hyderabad FC 1-0 to climb to the top of Indian Super League standings at the GMC Balayogi Athletic Stadium. India begin AFC Under-19 Championship 2020 qualification campaign with 0-2 loss against Uzbekistan at Prince Saud bin Jalawi Stadium in Al Khobar. India women's football team play out a 1-1 draw against Vietnam in second FIFA friendly at Vietnam National Training Center ground in Hanoi. Indian shuttler Parupalli Kashyap knocked out of Fuzhou China Open after facing defeat against Denmark's Victor Axelsen 13-21, 19-21 in the second match. Indian mixed doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Ashwini Ponnappa crash out of ongoing Fuzhou China Open duo lose to South Korean players Seo Seung Jae and Chae Yu Jung 23-21, 2016 second round match. Italy's Jannik Sinner becomes first player to reach semi-finals of the next-gen ATP Finals. 18-year-old who opened his year at number 551 in the ATP rankings was the first player to advance out of the round-robin format. It was a big night for Alfa Romeo's Daniel Bereznay at the third event of the 2019 F1 Esports Pro Series at London's Gfinity Arena as he took the last 2 of 3 races to climb the fourth on the overall leaderboard. A study suggests that coffee with its irresistible aroma and great taste is not only a treat for the taste buds but also a boon for sports persons. 50th International Film Festival of India all set to be open to spellbound audiences with the opening film festival which is Despite the Fog, directed by Goran Paskalidjevich, one of Europe's most respected filmmakers. Actor Amitabh Bachchan completes 50 years in film industry. His son Abhishek Bachchan shared a heartfelt message on his Instagram handle. Bengaluru-born, Hawaii-based debut and author Madhuri Vijay, who has just been crowned with the ₹25 lakh JCB Prize for Literature, could be in for a red double as she has been named in the shortlist of the $25,000 DSC Prize for South Asian Literature. Actor-producer Farhan Akhtar unveils motion poster of Amazon Prime series Inside Edge 2, shares that it will air on December 6th. Arjun Kapoor and Rakul Preet set to team up for first time for a yet-to-be titled family dramedy. It is described as a coming-of-age cross-border romance. Actor Sanjay Surya of Pyar Mein Kabhi Kabhi and Jhankar Beats fame has been roped in to play a professional cuddler in the short film Call Him Eddie. Pro-Cam International announces Tiger Shroff as face of Mumbai Marathon 2020. 17th edition of the marathon is scheduled to take place on January 19th, 2020. Arshad Warsi all set to feature in web series for Amazon Prime Video, which the actor says is bizarre to another level. He is yet to start shooting for the web series. Actor Nawazuddin Siddiqui will be honoured by Leslie Ho Asian Film Talent Award at Singapore International Film Festival for his Netflix Emmy-nominated original Sacred Games. Ajay Devgan all set to produce biopic on Ramsey brothers, who are known as the pioneers of horror genre in Bollywood. Last Christmas, an upcoming romantic comedy has been inspired by British singer George Michael's solo song that features a new track. He recorded before his death. Emilia Clarke and Henry Golding are starring in the movie. Dame Helen Mirren and Sir Ian McKellen joining forces on screen for the first time in the new thriller The Good Liar. The duo reunited on the red carpet in New York. American actor Ben Affleck will be seen playing the role of a detective in his next action thriller, Hypnotic. Production of the project will be starting in April 2020. Apple TV Plus has now released the trailer of the upcoming series Servant. The series starts streaming on Apple TV Plus from November 28th. Hollywood star Shia LaBeouf, who had turned his therapy into a film Honey Boy, launched in Hollywood. In this film, LaBeouf's older self is played by Lucas Hedges. Computer-generated James Dean will play a co-starring role in the upcoming film about the Vietnam War. Digital Dean is to be assembled through old footage and photos and voiced by another actor. Hollywood legend Doris Day's prized possessions like her 4 Golden Globe Awards, her piano and a collection of her gowns will soon be auctioned to benefit her beloved animal charity. Trained as a painter, self-taught violin maker Svetozar Bogdanovsky end up as handcrafting violins and violas in North Macedonia. United Parcel Service flight-forward drones have flown prescription medication to the front lawn of a private home and to a retirement center, the UPS unit's first revenue-generating deliveries for drugstore chain CVS Health Corp. And that's all in this edition of Express News. Namaskar.